Okay, right. Let's see, we've done one of these before, or should I say a few of them. Let's see if we can make this one look nice. It's quite small, so I think we're going to make this one 400. We're going to do this piece of such and such, what we've got. We're going to do colour-wise for it. Going to make it a little bit contrasty. Wondering if we're going to lighten it. I'm going to make something out of this probably different to what we've done in the past. We normally do these. Got to try and do something a bit more interesting with this kind of original. Itchy, sorry folks. We're going to strip the black for this one. This will be an interesting one for stripping the black. I don't know what we're going to do with this. I'm thinking it's going to be a movement for a change. I'm wondering if maybe 400% is too big, maybe for this one. So maybe we're going to make it a little bit smaller or considerably smaller. We're going to make it 360 that way and 360 this way. I'm going to make this one different. We're not going to do a straightforward demo of this. This is basically what we've got. Another one, a dummy. I found this in Brisbane when I went up to do some public demos on some of their kit. I went to a couple of libraries to do some of my demo work, and it was overall a real success. I was really happy with the overall result, and I just took this home and washed it, and now it's another dummy demo. No, it's a real demo, but it's you're just being funny. It sounds like I'm saying this demo's not real or it's stupid. Dummy demo. Dummy as in fake, or dummy as in dumb. I don't know. But that's quite an interesting result. We stripped out the black and all we have is basically the colour. So I'm wondering if we're going to use this one as our original, but it's quite interesting. I like this place here in particular. So I'm trying to work out if I'm going to just enlarge this like that. All right, we're just going to take our dummy and maybe we're just going to throw it where the rubbish is because we don't need it anymore and we can't really use it for another baby. You just don't know what germs are in there, or even the cleaning stuff that I use might leave a residue that'll be poisonous. So dummies are basically things that I see as only to be used on one child and then it gets thrown away. It seems like a really not a very environmentally friendly sort of an idea, but I just got the suspicion that if you use someone else's dummy, you could spread disease. It'd be nice if there was a way of making dummies not to spread disease if you hand it over to someone else. But I don't know. I don't know enough about dummies. I'm not a fucking expert. Maybe I'm a dummy at dummies. Get it? Get it? Terrible joke. Sorry. Sorry, but not sorry. Now I'm trying to get this up on the edge. I just got to play with this. This got to try and get this up on the edge. I just slipped it off. So it's not easy trying to get this just right. Sorry, folks. Fuck, I just keep knocking it off the edge all the time at the bottom. So I'm thinking, fuck me dead. Come on. Sorry, guys. I'm being a real dummy. Being a real idiot. Fuck me dead. Sorry. I'm not getting this right. I'm just trying to straighten it up. And it just keeps slipping off the edge of the glass, off the edge of the border. So we need that border. So now I've finally got it down. Sorry, guys. Felt like spitting the dummy, so to speak. And well, babies do that, I think. But spitting the dummy, of course, it's a slang term for having a tantrum, getting angry and getting really having an explosion. So it's an explosive temper. Spit the dummy. So spitting a dummy, as it's called. Don't worry, I've spat the dummy on heaps of occasions too, so don't worry, I've done it too. occasionally I do it, I just get so frustrated, so angry, and then I spit the dummy. Not literally, of course. I don't have a fucking dummy in my mouth like a baby, but you could say that I just get so infuriated. Fortunately, it doesn't happen very often now, but I've had some pretty big dummy spits in my time. I've even done it on the job, and I was told that if I spat the dummy one more time, I'd get fired. So that was a while back. Anyway, that looks interesting. It still looks a bit too bluey green. I'm wondering, but in some ways I like it, in some ways I don't. But this looks like it's going to make a good mirror image. So I'm wondering if we're just going to keep it like that, and we're just going to rattle off a second one. I'm wondering if we're just going to hit the start key. And it looks good, and it's hard to tell if I like it, but I think I do like it, because there are warm colours near the centre of the image. So now we've just got this nicely placed on the glass. It's ready to run off, and we've now got... So this is... I don't think there's going to be much black on this, even though I've pumped up the black, because previously, as you saw me, I stripped out the black, and stripping out the black shows all the colours. It looks better with a three-dimensional object like this than it does a two-dimensional object. When you're doing just a piece of paper and you strip the black, it looks shithouse. It normally looks shithouse. It's not good. It looks better with 3D objects like hands and faces, and in this case, a dummy, or a dummy and a hand moving across the glass. So let's see if we can make this into it. Actually, I know what we should have done. I'm just going to stop it here. We're going to punch off 2 copies to make it quicker. So we're just going to punch off 2 copies of this. I nearly forgot to press the 2. So let's see how this goes. And the scanner's making a terrible noise. A lot of people spit the dummy at the photocopier. Photocopiers are so frustrating that people do spit the dummy. And they don't, and yeah, it can have disastrous results with machine damage. That sometimes people damage the machine out of sheer anger, sheer frustration. But you could say that the design of these machines is inherently frustrated. You know, it causes a lot of people to get very angry when their equipment jams, or if it produces the wrong result. And most of the time, people don't have as much patience or knowledge of equipment that person like myself has, and even if I stuff it up, I don't get angry and smash it. I know a lot of people probably think that's a bit of a pity that I don't show some physical aggression to the equipment, but I'd end up in debt to Mytronics. They'd have to fix it, and then I'd have to pay for the repairs because I did it, not because the machine broke out of normal wear and tear, but because I did it. I got angry and I physically abused the machine. It's not a good look. Anyone who's contemplating smashing their machine, just think your boss could charge you for a due and charge call, which means you have to pay for the technician to come up to the door. You have to pay for the hours he works, and you have to basically pay for the spare parts. So it's not good to spit the dummy at the photocopier, but basically I can understand why you'd want to do it, but basically you could lose your job. And I know in Australia there are not many jobs going around, so there's lots of people competing for work. And if you lose your job spitting the dummy at the photocopier by smashing it, it's not going to look good on your resume, and you could end up on the street, you know, because everything's just not looking too good. There's not enough housing around that's cheap. So please think first before you put the fist in or the boot in, before you kick the machine or smash the machine. Think that you could be paying for the service call, and that your job is on the line, and that there are lots of people who would probably do your job better if it's competitive. Put it that way, the workforce is highly competitive. There are so many more people than there are jobs. So think first before you get angry at the copier. Just yell at the copier, but then you get in trouble swearing, and that is not a good look either. So try to maybe ask someone to help you if you're in a spot of bother. Gotta go.